Okay, hello everybody. This is episode 1 of Con on the Road. Today I'm going to talk about disgruntled employees. In fact, I'm going to talk about two very particular disgruntled employees. Their names are Werner Aufrecht and Erhard Melcher. So, in the 1950s, Aufrecht and Melcher, they were race car engineers for Mercedes-Benz. Yes, I know, your dream job, right? So, but in 1955, the Le Mans disaster happened. Now, if you don't know what the Le Mans disaster is, I've included the Wikipedia link in the description section, so click that. The Le Mans disaster of 1955 prompted Mercedes-Benz to pull the plug on all factory-supported motorsports activities. So in a blink of an eye, Aufrecht and Melcher found themselves in a position where their job roles were rendered redundant. So they were not dismissed from the company. Mercedes kept them employed and gave them new roles, which we are not sure. We presume is to develop work on the standard road cars, but it was not a status quo that they were happy with. And so what happened after that? They, in their own private time, after office hours, they went back to Aufrecht's backyard in Grossaspach, and they continued to do what they were doing before. But instead of being paid by Mercedes, they are doing it in their own time, with their own money and their own initiative. They continued to build race engines for Mercedes vehicles. Now, as time progressed, they managed to gather a portfolio of clients that were willing to pay them money to spruce up the performance of their road-going Mercedes cars. So eventually, in 1967, these two guys left the company and started Aufrecht Melcher Grossaspach, which shortens to AMG. Today, AMG is well known for their range of high-performance Mercedes vehicles. But you take away all the fancy cars, right? What you have here is the story. Okay, the story of AMG is the story of two employees who are unhappy with the status quo, but rather than sit and bitch and moan about it, they went out, they took their initiative, they took their own time, and they invested their own money and their own passion and forged their own luck. So their decision, their efforts, their persistence was eventually vindicated, because in 1988, Mercedes-Benz came back to AMG and asked them, say, hey, look, let's partner up and race in DTM, the German Touring Car Championship. This is like your old boss, whom you resigned from many years ago, now come back to you and say, hey, I think we should work together. So that's that. Then eventually, as time went on, Mercedes partnered with them to develop AMG road cars, and eventually now Mercedes bought AMG back into the company, and Mercedes-AMG is now a wholly owned subsidiary of Daimler AG. So when you strip away, right, all the fancy cars, all the motorsports heritage, all the marketing speak about the hand-built V8s, right, the story of AMG at the end is a story of determination. It's a story of persistence. It's a story of self-belief that you can overcome all obstacles with sheer willpower. Okay, and that spirit is captured in every Mercedes AMG car that's on the road today. So Mercedes AMG cars, they may not have the kind of razor sharp handling that their BMW M counterparts are known for, but you can always count on a Mercedes car to deliver unrivaled straight line performance. You can always count on a Mercedes car to deliver sense of occasion that you don't get in another car. Okay, so the next time, okay, when you find yourself being in an unhappy situation at work, just remember one thing: Aufrecht and Melcher were disgruntled employees themselves. Okay, they turned their unhappiness around, their dissatisfaction around, and gave the world AMG. So use that as your inspiration and strive for greater things.